Hey everybody, welcome back for more of the Miami Dolphins rebuild in Madden 22. Last we left off, we just finished our off season and the draft and free agency. Now we're getting ready for the preseason. We're going to be getting through the whole preseason today, so there's going to be actual gameplay and what that's going to look like. And gearing up for the start of the regular season and doing a lot of roster things here and there. It's going to be, we already have our 53-man roster for the regular season, and see if we need to add any more than that, or we think anybody comes up in free agency or the trades. But for now, we're just going to be getting right into the preseason. The San Francisco 49ers, I believe, is who we're going to be playing in our first game. But before we get to that, there is these Hall of Fame induction and mentor rookie scenarios I want to get through, kind of show you what that kind of looks like too.
When DeMarcus Ware was selected 11th overall,
DeMarcus Ware, a big part of the Broncos team when they won the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning. I think he will go. He's a Hall of Famer for sure. Had a lot of good years with the Cowboys and finished up, I believe, with Denver. I don't think he went anywhere else after that. You kind of see there on the screen talking about all of his accolades. But definitely, I think going to the Hall of Fame. And I think this improves all pass rushers for the year. That's what these Hall of Fame ones are all about. Yeah, learn from the greatest of +5 finesse moves for all linebackers for the next 6 weeks. Okay. So that helps out all the rush type linebackers. And let's get to the mentor rookie scenario. Okay, Mike Gesicki mentoring David Ross. David Ross has asked a lot of questions in camp and is eager to learn more. Spend more extra time working with him in practice. What should I focus on? Immediate impact or long-term development. I don't think we need him more right now. I think I'm gonna go with long-term development, see what that's like. Don't know what exactly that one means to say. Maybe that'll help his development, because right now it's just normal development, so that's something we can check back on maybe at the start of the season. But right now, yeah, David Ross, normal development. Gesicki is a star for right now. Hopefully we can get him up to superstar. And kind of speaking developments while we're on here, over the preseason I am going to be starting our two linebackers we drafted, both with hidden development. Try and see what that is as soon as possible if we can get up to the 500 play mark. I doubt it. Usually you get that about halfway through the year. But we'll see what we can get. Maybe give them some playing time in the season. See what we can do. But for now, we're going to be playing through the preseason. And we're going to be starting off against the San Francisco 49ers. So let's get right. Okay, so here we are in the actual gameplay. What I kind of like to do is just call the plays and control a player that's not involved in it. Like the run plays, you take over the quarterback, he'll hand it off. I want the CPU to do as much of the gameplay as possible. That way I'm just more calling plays and the game's not determined by how good or bad I am at the game. Just to kind of put the team together and watch them play and try to build a winning team that way by just calling the plays like an actual coach would. An abdominal tear for Emmanuel Ogba. He's going to be probably not going to be playing him anymore this preseason. Let's go with a dagger. And we'll take control of the running back. And if we player lock on him, it kind of just controls it since he's in a check and release pattern. You can tell by the blue. So the computer will just take control of him. And looks like we picked up the first down. Good. I might have gone for it anyway. Let's try and run the ball a little bit more. I want to see what we got out of our running attack this preseason because 31st last year, we have a lot of work we can catch up on. And Chase Claypool is out with an injury already here in the preseason. On a running play too, that sucks. Let's see if we can hit Gesicki over the middle. Nope, but he checks it down, makes a good solid throw. Makes it a little bit shorter of a conversion attempt. We'll go. We'll go with this as slants. Maybe he can hit Parker and just keep moving the chains. Alright, looks like so far 4 for 4 from Tua, all short passes, which is more of what I'm going to be calling for him, I think. I don't really want him to throw it deep downfield or anything. Just constantly moving the chains, getting downfield, and getting the team in position to score as much as we can. Being preseason, I'm not going to be watching the whole game, so some of this I'm going to simulate. Some I'll play, probably cut out, and probably just show you more like the red zone kind of stuff. If we get into any scoring situations or turnovers, anything major or of note happens, we'll be cutting around to those kind of plays. But that'll be kind of the structure for the actual gameplay for not only the preseason but the regular season too. So we'll kind of get back to the game once we get maybe in the red zone and a couple more plays, unless something big happens. I'm going to go for it here, 4th and 2 in the red zone. Well, not quite in the red zone yet, but preseason, got nothing to lose. Why not give it a shot? And it doesn't work out well for us. Turnover on downs. Something you definitely want to focus on with the 49ers is stopping the run game. Which I made our game plan going in. So hopefully we can stop them here. Looks like they're gonna run it again. And outside. Ooh, can we? Nope. We don't make the tackle. Picks up the first down. Hopefully can get some good pressure from the linebackers to come up and make some plays. I want to see Bentley and Wilson quite a bit in this game. Our 2 rookies. And there we go, on cue, Bentley wearing 44. Going to be playing left side off linebacker. Sometimes you might switch over. Or is it Wilson? It's 44. I forget. I probably should have made them much different numbers to make it easier to call who's who. But either way, we need to see 44 or 46. Okay, 44 is Wilson. Making a good play. Oop. And coming up, making another good play. Showing off a little bit in preseason. Not really sure should be doing that, but why not? So far, I don't really think they've done much to throw the ball. This might be a throw here. I'll just assume it's going to be a pass. Let's see what we get. And it was a pass. And this one, I'm going to assume is going to be a pass as well. And they convert on us. expect more out of our secondary. But we are playing a playoff team after all. Ooh, I don't think he got that one. No, he didn't. Should we bring some pressure? I don't think so. I think we just kind of sit back for now. If we need to force something to happen, we'll see what we can do. Oop. Alright, I think we're going to bring the linebacker blitz here. See if we can get any pressure. And we get a quick throw from Garoppolo to make it 4th down. Special teams, we're just going to kind of sim through and we can watch these. Not too much for special teams, but the first points go to the 49ers on a field goal. So let's see what we can do to respond. Alright, first completion, I believe, to Parker. Want to get everybody involved really in the offense, especially in the preseason. Just get everybody loose and warmed up for the regular season. But I think the starters are going to be coming out here at the end of the quarter, and then we'll probably going to be it for watching the game. Really just interested in seeing how the starters play. Backups, not really that interested in watching backup football in the preseason. I'm going to try to take one more shot. Okay, well, he just checks it down, but converts, and I think that's going to be it for the starters. Good showing from Tua, 9 of 10. He did what I asked of him to do, just keep moving the chains. It could be a tied ball game now, but kind of wanted to see what we could, as much of the offense as possible. So that's probably going to be it for watching this game. There's going to be a lot of backups now, so we'll just kind of get through and cut to the next game, see what our injuries are like, and go from there. And this is kind of how the San Francisco game went. We wound up winning. We held them to field goals mostly until the 4th quarter. We outran them, outthrew them, and they turned the ball over twice. Drew Lock let us down for a touchdown. Very happy with the running game. If you can get over 3.5 yards a carry, I'll take that in any game. Receiving yards, not really any standouts. Bowden, I think, wound up with, a deep 30-yard pass. I think that might have been the touchdown Drew Lock threw. Did we give up any sacks? We did give up, each team gave up a sack. Defense, who wound up getting the sacks? Dante Hightower got ours. Interceptions. Savion Howard and Kyle Fuller both got our sacks. I don't know why I thought Emmanuel Ogba got the sack, but maybe that's because he got hurt on that play. It threw me off. And that's about it for as far as scoring wise. And I think our next game is against the Vikings, so we'll get to that now. And kind of like how we talked about earlier, Ogba, not going to be out for a long time, but it's going to be done for the rest of the preseason. which is good. Don't need him getting hurt anymore anyway. And he'll be back for the start of the regular season, thankfully. And we did have a couple rookie scenarios kind of going into it. Mentor rookie, or is this a new one? Dev trait upgrade. That's a big difference. David Ross is now a star dev trait tight end. Okay, I'm glad we went with that rate. But I think that can help him a lot in the long term, because I think right now he's one of our focus players. What am I looking for? Here we go. Yeah, I don't know what it was before, but now it's only going to take 5,200 experience for him to get a boost point. And he's also a leader. And is Gasicki a leader too? Team player. Not sure exactly what triggers those kind of rookie mentor opportunities, but I'm glad it did. Hopefully he keeps the star dev trait. We can keep him playing enough to where he'll keep that and keep developing. And maybe by the time Gasicki's contract is over, we just go over to Ross, or we just have two good tight ends going forward. And it looked like we had another one, or another part of it maybe, improve rookie, a veteran, talking about their first round pick. I don't think we didn't make a first round pick, so I'm curious to see what this is. Austin Jackson, first round, I think he'd be a piece for years. He's a little raw, but we're hoping he can help. You could help him out. Ben Jones, great minds think alike. Gonna want to work with him the second he calls his name during the draft. I'm gonna go with pass blocking. And let's see. I'll go with finesse. Keep the speed rushers off of him, off of Tua. Hopefully that'll help the whole offense move forward. And that's the benefit of adding these kind of veteran guys, Ben Jones, in the off season. Gonna mentor Austin Jackson. See if he can improve him. I don't think he'll ever be a starter, but let's go and look. He is already an agile fit. Maybe I should have gone with power, made him a little bit more well-rounded. But he is our starter, actually. So that did help out quite a bit. I wonder why or what triggers those, but hopefully we can keep getting them throughout the season, make the team even better. But I think that was enough on that. We're going to get into playing the Vikings game now. And we're kind of just jumping into the second half of the Vikings game. So far it has not gone well. Pick six by Tua, just not really able to throw, and even the running game, not great. We did wind up having one good drive, but that was about it. Not really anything entertaining so far. So we might just skip ahead out of this one and just kind of see what the next game, if we can do better. Yeah, but we were able to put up some points, so we're not going to get blown out. It does worry me a little bit that Drew Lock seems to be moving the ball a little bit better than Tua. But we'll just kind of go with what we see. In the game with Minnesota, kind of just went the same. We did get one more score and 2-point conversion, but kind of just wanted to get out of that one. It felt like we were going to lose that one from the first quarter, the pick six and 13-0 start. Kind of just sealed it, took the momentum. Nothing really stood out in terms of statistics. Mostly just what you'd expect. Tried to get something from the passing game going. Guyton, Gesicki, they both had good games. So did Ross with 7 catch. In terms of sacks, Butler, Hightower, Phillips got one, and a couple people from Minnesota, and a couple others with half. But that was about it. Not really an exciting game to watch, so I kind of just got through it as quickly as possible. But our first loss so far in the series. Now we can go to the scenario to improve the rookie, see how that wound up going. Which it's just kind of weird that it's going to Austin Jackson, who's not a rookie. I think this is his 3rd year now. And it's just kind of odd it wouldn't go to somebody that I actually picked in the first. Well, I didn't have a first round pick. Maybe that's why. But we did have, I believe it's Phillips drafted. Yeah, Benjamin Phillips. I moved him to left tackle. That way he could just start right away. And I felt like that gave us our best offensive line going forward. But we're going to get to the last game. But before we kind of do that, I did want to show you kind of the game prep for the week of this game against, it's going to be Houston, who has not won yet in preseason, so hopefully we can keep it that way. We're going to have a wide receiver mentorship and another improved rookie scenario. But I kind of wanted to get to the weekly strategy stuff for a little bit and show you what that kind of looks like. So this is kind of what the screen looks at to start, and you can pick what you want your defense to focus on. If you want to defend outside run, inside, deep, medium, and short passes, or contain the QB. And kind of gives you recommended. It'll recommend outside run. I want to defend the short pass. I just don't want to get like dink and dunked on over and over. This is also the player health screen. You can see all kinds of different stuff here. How the reps are split between positions, and this determines the experience that each position group gets or each player gets through the each week of training. It also goes into kind of if they can get hurt or not as well. Like if they get fatigued during the week, they can get hurt during the game or even in practice to get hurt. I've kind of been just keeping this split. Don't want to tire anybody out in the preseason. Let me know if you know of any other better way to do it. I've just kind of been going through and just splitting. And for a middle linebacker and for right outside linebacker, I've been making it either the starter or backup because I want to get Wilson and Bentley as much experience as possible and see what their hidden developments is, which we'll check in a minute after we get done with the rest of this. And on the other side of things, this is your offensive game plan. Screen looks the same, but it focuses on what you want to be doing. If you want to throw it short, you throw it short. If you want to focus on running it up the middle and the boosts it gives you there. I kind of like the short throws, either that or blitz counter. That way you're more effective throwing under pressure, which I think is one of the more important things to focus on, and improve pass blocking as well, and improve catching. So I think that one gives you a good balance of everything. This is our health screen for the offensive side of things. Pretty much along the same as defense. I've been splitting it. We don't only have one fullback. So those kind of things are kind of just taking care of themselves. This is kind of what it looks like as far as the offensive side of things. These are also our focus players here. Right now we don't have the ability to change them, but I think there's a perk in the perk tree that you can unlock that has you change them. It'll show you, and you can also add extra focus players as well. Right now, Benjamin Phillips, our starting left tackle. David Ross, our tight end, who has already gotten, we know his development for sure since it's went up. It's a star. and Chris Wilson, who is still a question mark. But once you have it all set up how you like, you just start practicing, then it'll take care of itself, and it'll bring you to the experience screen, which we'll see in a second here. And this will kind of be what it looks like. If somebody's getting a high workload, there'll be, as you can see, fatigue goes down -4, and that's kind of continuous throughout the season, but he's really the only one, and he's our backup, so he's not going to be getting much playing time anyway. And it also shows you like the drill bonus, bonus experience, and focus for the focus players across all the positions here. I think it's a neat screen, and I think there's one also for the defensive side of things. Maybe I clicked through it too fast, but that's kind of give you an idea of how I'm doing the training setup for the team so far. If you have any feedback, you can let me know if you know of a better way, but as of right now, that's the way that I'm going about it. Now we can get to the improved rookie scenario here and see what other rookie we can, or third year player that we can improve. Continuing to work with Austin Jackson in his game. He's a third year player, not a rookie, so I don't really know what this is about. But any improvement to the team is good, especially if it's a starter. And he is still a young player, so maybe that kind of helps determine it too. But 2,500 experience is a big boost. You might have a point to spend now on upgrading him. Maybe not quite, but after the next game, maybe he might. And now we can get to the wide receiver mentorship. Devontae Parker, Lynn Bowden. What do we want to improve on? I think getting open. If you can get open, hopefully the CPU can find you. And I'm going to be having a lot of short passes called for Tua. Don't want to extend plays too much. Just keep drives alive. And his release went up too. And short route running went up too. So a nice little boost there. Those mentorships definitely help. Can't always predict them or force them to happen, but they're definitely good once they come along. And I'm glad that they did. So far through 2 games of the preseason, we've had 110 plays for Jack Bentley. I'm going to assume it's the same, or roughly the same for Wilson. Only 86 for Wilson. So we might not find out their hidden development until midway point or so through the season. But they are getting close to an upgrade point. At least Wilson is. Bentley, a little less so. So I'll be starting our highest overall guys, but I will want to find ways to get them on the field as much as possible to make that happen, because those are big question marks right now on our defense. If they, let's say, superstar, even maybe X Factor, if we get really lucky, we could definitely look to trade Van Ginkel, which I'm probably looking to do anyway. I might put him on the trade block maybe in the next part. Let me know what you think about that, or any other moves you think could help our football team. But for right now, we'll get to that in the start of the next part, so just leave any information or comments down below. And for right now, we'll get into the Houston game and see if we can finish over 500 for the preseason. Okay, and here we are against Houston, closing out the preseason at home. I'll see if we can get a win, starting out on defense. And the only thing I don't like about this camera setup is that when you have to player lock, you can't really see where the action is. So I might have to look at changing how I go about it. If I just want to control like this. But sometimes the player won't do anything. But we'll see how it goes. And I won't player lock, at least on defense anymore. Offense, you kind of don't really have many more options than that. But we'll see how this goes for now. That way we can actually see some of the action. So far, Houston staying to the ground, but going to the air here. But we were able to keep them short and an injury, but not for us, thankfully. 3rd and short. I'm gonna go QB contain. I don't want any Watson scrambles here. Pick up the 1st down. And we were able to get enough pressure on him to force a miss. Hopefully we can just take over here and see our offense for the last time this preseason. I don't know what happened there, but maybe a fake or something. But either way, we're back on defense. Houston staying to the ground. Hopefully we can limit that and just make them one-dimensional. And so a couple more runs by Houston, not going anywhere, and we were able to get a sack, making it 3rd down. And we can force them back into a 4th down. Maybe they'll just take the field goal. No more going for it on 4th down. That was kind of on me. Sometimes the CPU will just do random stuff if you're not watching, or sometimes even if you are watching. But we'll watch hopefully kick this field goal, and we can take control and get back on offense. Okay, here we are now. We can start on the offensive side of things. Let's put the ball in the air. I don't think we've started off the game over the air yet, even. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, not a bad conversion. Let's keep it in the air. Why not? That's what I want to see. Just keep on moving. Alright, let's see. Yeah, maybe we can get lucky and hit Waddle down deep. No, but we do complete a good pass here. And I guess it's just letting us know that Houston kicked a field goal again. We already knew that. Thank you. Looked like Houston had another injury here. Let's see if we can take a shot downfield. Ooh, that one in tight coverage. I would have advised against that, but that's what you get for having the CPU play. Alright, let's get past midfield here. Stay on the ground. Almost broke that one, but first rush for Penny. A good one for 3 yards, but now we got to put the ball in the air. Let's see what we can get. And quick throw by Tua, but that's going to be incomplete. Now we're going to have to punt. No, stop him. Stop him. Oh, that was an awkward play. Kind of want to look at that. It looked like one player just kind of tripped over themselves. Right there. Who's... Please tell me it's not Wilson. It is Wilson, number 44. Oh, okay. I guess he kind of trips over the Houston player here, and can't make the block, and that kind of frees the runner up for a big gain. Um, Hopefully we can limit that kind of thing. And they're definitely going to pass here. Let's see if we can bring a little pressure. We do, but they managed to make it anyway for a good chunk of yardage there. Oh, Pittman wound up on Houston along with Devontae Adams. So they're looking like they could be pretty good, Houston, this year, even though they haven't won yet this preseason. But they looking good so far in this game. Alright, couple plays, not really going much anywhere. We'll the force 3rd and 5. Let's see if we can stop them from at least getting the touchdown. Ooh, and we got lucky there, a drop. It'll be most likely 6-0. Let's see if we can get something going together on offense. Try to... Oh, and another fake. And he's probably going to just go in for the score. Sure. I guess it kind of makes sense in preseason to do that kind of stuff, but it does it in the actual game too. Why would you not even go for 2 here if you're going to do that? Just do it again. It worked. Oh well. But 10-0. Let's see if we can avoid getting blown out. Alright, let's try running this one, see what we can get. Nothing. Pretty much losing a yard there. Let's try to avoid that. Oh, and Gaskin, if he had kept breaking outside, he could have had a lot more on that one, but CPU strikes again. Good throw and catch. I think that was... No, it wasn't Waddle. That was Claypool on the reception, getting us the first down. Let's try an old-fashioned jet sweep. See what we can get. You want to get the ball in your playmaker's hands, so let's just hand it to Waddle. Ooh, the animation there looked a little shaky, but it worked for 5 yards, so we'll take it. And that'll be the last play of the first quarter. See if we can keep the momentum going. Let's go with... Let's try Salem. Just threw that one away, which is better than taking a sack. Alright, converting there. I think that's Claypool again. And let's get Penny some more work. See if we can get a little closer to the end zone. Good strong run, getting us to the 7. We still do have a chance to get first down if it comes to that, but hopefully we can just wind up scoring. A couple of yards there, not too much. Let's try flood. Ooh, did we get him? Touchdown, Dolphins. There we go. Two to Parker. Hopefully we see a lot of that this year. Not getting shut out in this one, at least. Let's see if we can get a stop by the defense. Alright, you know what? Let's bring a little bit of pressure here, shall we? It's preseason. What do you got to lose? And flag on the play. Bentley does get there. What's the flag? A holding. Okay, backing him up even more. Do we take the down? Yeah, we'll just accept it. Backing him up. 1st and 20. Hopefully we can get that stop and maybe get the lead if we can put together another good offensive drive. Watson's offensive time clock is a little bit ahead of schedule now. Trying to just throw that one away. Yeah. There we go. We got the stop we needed. Now let's see if we can get any kind of return on the punt here. Put us in good field position to try and score another touchdown. Not much on the return, but you don't really ever get much in Madden on special teams. Let's try a pitch, shall we? I don't think we've even called that once yet. Let's see how that works. Okay, decent result there, picking up a couple yards anyway. Let's see if we can get something more substantial over the air, though. And Claypool, again, having a good game, converting for us. I would like to see Waddle more involved in the game. Hopefully. But he's going to get the best coverage out of anybody since he's our top receiver. A couple more on the run. They're defending the run well. Hopefully we can use that to our advantage. A little bit of motion and play action and go deep. There's Waddle. He had to come back for that one. It looked like he just overthrew Parker pretty bad. But Waddle, with that Madden instant reflexes, kicked in, made a good catch for us. Alright, again, run getting us a little bit, but not really that much. Let's try flooding to the left. See if we can get anybody open. Oh, went that one. He just kept running. I want to take another look at that. He's NFL open. Got plenty of room. If he just stops, he has an easy touchdown. But he just kept running full speed. Easy for me to say. But the better receivers in the league get that second foot down. And he just didn't. Now we're sitting at 3rd and 8. Let's see if we can get anybody open on the cross. Looks like incomplete. But we can at least tie the game. And we got ourselves a tie ball game. Hopefully we can get some more out of the defense, who came up big for us, stopping them pretty early, got us in good field position, so we had a good chance of at least scoring there. 6 minutes left in the half. And then I think it switches over to the backups, so we'll see. So far, this is a pretty good game, so we might just stay through to the end of this one, especially since it's our last preseason game, and see what we can get. Well, here we are in the start of the second half. Not too much happened. We had a drive going, but to an interception, and then they just kind of drove down the field with 2 minutes left to go. And that was about it. And now we start off with the ball, and that's not what I want to see. Looks like Claypool's down with an injury. Hopefully not a serious one. Alright, let's take our shot. Hopefully we can get maybe Barrios underneath open. It's more underneath than I had thought, but better to get something than nothing. Pectoral sprain, you're just going to be out for the rest of the preseason. We'll readdress when the regular season comes around. I don't think that one will be any lasting injury. Starter's still in there, but an early quick throw by Tua off the mark. And let's see if we can convert anything here. Completed, but looks like Houston made the tackle. We're short of the first down. Good punt. Let's see. Just want to contain Watson as much as possible. Alright, let's see if we can get a stop from our defense. Not here, at least. Picking up the first down. Let's see. Go with the Tampa 2. Hopefully play more underneath. Able to stop them there before they get going too much. Let's see if we can bring a little bit more pressure. And we bring the pressure, but they just kind of run around it, pick up a pretty easy first down. Looks like they're just staying on the ground. Let's see if we can do something about that. Able to force enough pressure for an early throw. Let's see, one more stop and we should be getting the ball back. And looks like a screen play, and works out well enough to get a lot of yards. Usually you just see the running back run out of bounds, but not this time. Now it's going to be a lot harder to come back in this one. They're almost certainly going to get at least 3. Hopefully we can still stop them, but it's not looking too good for the Dolphins. Okay, able to stop them here. Let's see if we can make the goal line stand. Let's bring the pressure. Okay, able to stop him behind the line. Wilson making a good play. He's had a good preseason so far. I'm pleased with what we've seen. Him a lot in the backfield. And Bentley is there too, even. If he wasn't there, Bentley would have gotten him. So I'm glad to see our rookies coming up, having good plays. And it looks like that one got knocked down at the line. So hopefully they just take the 3 and a 10-point lead. And they do. And let's see if we can get anything going on offense. And Tua just held on to it too long. I kept the running back in, but it didn't really seem to help. Looks like he just jumped right over him. Gesicki underneath gets us a little bit of it back. 3rd and 9. Let's see if we can get anything close to a conversion. Throw it, throw it. That time just held on to the ball way too long. Getting another sack. That might be about all in this one, and we might be done with the preseason. Okay, 16 reception for Waddle. Bad rush for Penny. Incomplete. Ooh, Chase Claypool back in the game with a big reception, so we'll jump back into it. See if we can get another score. Gesicki underneath, picking up a few yards. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. I just want to keep getting first downs. Just keeping the game moving. If you can keep getting first downs, especially on 3rd down, you'll tire out the defense eventually. And we're able to do that here. Good. Big conversion. Keeping us alive in the game, but it's going to be the end of the third quarter, so not a lot of time left. The 10-point deficit to come back from. And looks like now is going to be the backups in the game anyway. So that might be it for this game. If anything major happens or we manage to score again, come back, I'll show you that. But I'm doubting anything else is going to be happening in this game. So we'll get ready for the regular season. So we got to stop from the defense, and we managed to score 3 in the red zone again. Maybe we can score here, tie the game, maybe even send it into overtime. But I figured only a couple minutes left. It's starting to get close, so we'll see what the rest of this game has for us. So now the question becomes, do we go for the win or the tie? I think we just go for the tie. Alright, let's see if we can hold them. Oh, and we managed to get the ball back with a minute left. Let's see if we can make anything happen here. Go, 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 get it. Ooh, I think he got it. He did. Almost 40-yard completion. Let's see. Do we even... Are we in field goal range? We are pretty much. We got 3 timeouts left. Let's see if we can just put up 3 and call it a game. Big run there. Big run. Alright, now they're going to start using their timeouts. And we might actually be in good position to make this happen. Hopefully we get this first down. And that'll be pretty much game over. Assuming we get the field goal to go in. Alright, here it is for the game. Oh, and they're trying to ice the kicker. Really? Is that why they saved their last time out? Just so they could do that? Alright, let's see. This time is going to be for the game. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. And it's good. I never had a doubt in my mind we were going to win this game. Woo. And it has zeros on the clock. I don't even know why we're kicking this, but it says end. So as soon as he gets tackled, it'll be the end of the game. And now we can finally end our first preseason. Assuming that this is some kind of bug. But we'll see how I can get out of this. But we'll get into the end of our preseason and get started for the regular season. Okay, so with that bug at the end of the game, had to go through and force win us the game because we earned that one. We deserved to win. This is kind of how things shook out. Not too much difference in anything, I wouldn't think. Player stats, nothing really outstanding or impressive. But that's how the preseason is going to end. Hopefully, not a sign of things to come. Hopefully that was the last buggy end of game we get. But now we can start getting ready for the regular season. Okay, that's going to do it for playing games in the preseason, but now kind of just the setup. This is what we're going to be having going into the regular season. Offensive line, I think, is much better than last year. I think our receivers are as well, with Claypool being our third added from the Steelers, in the off season. Penny and Williams with Gaskin sharing the load. Um, and now we have 2-star tight ends. Hopefully that'll help us in the middle of the field to help open things up on the outside. Defense, I think we look pretty good. This is what we're going to have. I want to get Wilson and Bentley at least some playing time. Hightower only on the 1-year deal, but he is our best player, and we do want to do well this year, so he's going to be starting with Phillips behind him, then Bentley, Baker, then Wilson, then Smith, and then Foster, and then Bentley. And our back half, secondary, I think we look pretty good. Safety might be an issue. Rowe on the last year of his deal, getting older. We might want to look at that in the draft, but that'll be further down the line. Special teams specialists. Harris will be taking care of the slot corner role. These will be our sub linebacker Baker. The rusher's just the best we got. Our power back will be Williams. The slot will be Waddle. We might switch this here and there depending on workload stuff. That way, just kind of make sure everybody's involved in the offense. And this is our practice squad. There were no punters or kickers. Usually I like to have at least one. But mostly just rookies. Aside from Jalen Rieger, Denzel Mims, Devin Asiasi from the Patriots. I feel like this is a good real life move. Somebody in the division. And then offensive lineman, a left tackle, solid in case we have any injuries. I really like Matt Pert, so he's a scheme fit. And I think we're set up to have a pretty good year. And we'll see what we look like going into this year. Let's go ahead and advance the week. That way we can get that set up for the next part. That's going to be almost it for this one. I do want to set our season goal. Actually, you know what? I'll wait on that. Let me know what you think we can do this year with the roster that we've put together. You kind of see our season schedule there on the left. We open up against Houston, which we were able to beat in our last game of the preseason. Jets twice a year is usually good for us. We're going to play the NFC North, looks like, with Green Bay and Detroit. And we've played the Vikings already. Maybe we can have a revenge game from the preseason against them. How many wins do you think we can have? Do you think we can even make the playoffs this year or not? Let me know in the comments below. And that's going to be it for this part. And I've had a good time. I hope you have too. And I'll see you next time.